Welcome back to The Real Story for some real talk. They're calling it Marco-mentum. Florida Senator surging in the polls in the past few weeks as he looks to upset Donald Trump and fellow Senator Ted Cruz. But even if he comes up short in Iowa, Rubio says this race is far from over.
I don't view that for anyone tonight. I mean, Iowa's important. It's the first step in this long process. But irrespective of what happens tonight, this campaign will continue. Tonight is important. It's the first time that any Americans will get to answer the question of what comes next for America after Barack Obama. So it'll be important. But no one's going to win the nomination tonight.
Time for some real talk with Alex Conant, Communications Director for Senator Marco Rubio's campaign. Great to have you back on The Real Story. I would understand why, as the Communications Director, you would underplay this recent surge, because it's all about expectations for tonight, right?
Well, we do have some momentum, absolutely. In the last couple of days, we've seen some of the biggest rallies we've had in this whole campaign in the last 48 hours. We had over 1,000 people here in Urbandale, which is just right outside of Des Moines, two nights ago. Hundreds of people rallying around Marco yesterday. So we definitely feel some momentum. We feel good about tonight. But look at what we're up against. Donald Trump is the greatest showman on earth. And Ted Cruz has built the greatest ground game we've ever seen, the greatest ground operation we've ever seen in Iowa. So I fully expect that Ted Cruz will win the caucuses tonight. Donald Trump will come in second. If Marco can come in a solid third place, we're really happy with that. That will give us some momentum headed into New Hampshire and beyond. Wow.
So see, I think it's really, we talked about having real talk here. I think that you're refreshingly honest. I mean, you're representing Marco Rubio, but you're basically saying, look at this showman Trump and look at this amazing ground game, Ted Cruz.
Yeah. Well, I'm just being honest about what we expect will happen tonight. And look, nobody has been attacked in this campaign more than Marco Rubio. Jeb Bush's campaign is spending $1 million a day on attack ads coming after Marco Rubio, and all the other candidates are taking shots at him as well. He has stayed focused on Hillary Clinton, and I think Iowa caucus goers and Republicans around the country appreciate that. They know that the only way we're going to beat Hillary is if we unite as a party and then focus on her this fall. That's what Marco's trying to do here in Iowa. It's obviously playing some results. We're seeing momentum heading into the caucuses tonight. Right. But again, it's going to be a long campaign. Yeah.
Okay. So many say that it comes down, of course, to the ground game today into tonight. Volunteers and paid workers spending hours making all these calls, setting up rallies, even knocking on doors to reach out to the voters. You guys let our own Griff Jenkins get an inside look at your campaign. Here's a snippet of that.
I learned a new word today, Marco-mentum, and we think there's a lot of real momentum out there for Marco Rubio.
How many phone calls you made?
About 10,000.
10,000? How's it going? What are people saying?
It's going great. Still a lot of undecideds, but people are undecided between, a lot of them are Senator Rubio and Senator Cruz, so we're feeling very confident.
I want to push the question just a little bit out into the future right now, Alex, because I understand that the campaign has boosted spending in New Hampshire and South Carolina. And a lot of people are writing out these stories about the long game for Marco Rubio.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm glad you talked to some of our volunteers just now. We have some of the best volunteers in the country working on our campaign. People from all over the country have come here to Iowa to help Marco, and then we go on to New Hampshire and South Carolina beyond that. Look, the way that the system is set up, it's going to be a long process. All of the early states, they award delegates on a proportional manner, so we expect that this will go well into March, if not beyond, probably beyond. And we're prepared for that. We're the only campaign that has chairmen in all 50 states around the country, and we have thousands of people going to marcorubio.com every day, donating to our website, so we'll have the resources we need to go the distance. As you said, we just increased our ad spending in New Hampshire, a state that we think is very competitive.
All right, and tonight is the first night of what could be a long process. Alex Conant, thank you.
Yeah.